Hello lovelies, it is Thorny back here with Banished. Now the first thing I want to do before we do anything else is to put in some more storage, because we have got items down here on the ground that people are collecting, but the storage around our little market square here is all full, so I think we just want to get some decent sized storage options. That's a little bit massive. I think there's something... oh, that's quite cool. What does it say about this? A bank barn. Must be built on a slope. Oh, I see. It's like banked into the, you know, into the hill. I thought there was something that I'd seen that kind of... I mean, that's quite cool. That's just dry goods. That kind of fitted our the look of the buildings around here. Was it one of these? Tudor barn? No, it was not any of you. Village barn? No, none of you. I don't think it was any of those. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe there's just nothing. Oh, these are the ones that we were using. We've got a little one over the back here. I think it was these ones I was thinking about. Capacity 8,000, and that's the largest one. They just looked interesting. And would kind of, I thought, fit in maybe a little bit better. Than some of the other ones for like this area. What's this one? Medieval root cellar, storage of fruits and vegetables. I kind of just want a couple of things that look, you know, a little bit more interesting. So maybe if we put a... Let's do 3. We'll do 3 down here because we have got a lot of things going on. There we go. We'll just go round and back up the side. Excellent. Now, see, here's the little on this side, but I kind of don't want to fill in this area too much. I don't want to sort of stack them all next to each other, so it kind of ruins the view from these houses, because they've got a nice view over to the river. See, so this is nearly full. Now, one final try on our standard pasture, which is meant to have these stupid horses that are all the way down river and just stuck here. We have got another pasture here, which we were trying to swap them over to. So if we had this working and put an extra person in it and then empty this one, close that one and take the extra person off. So now this field here should have trade horses. So there's 9 of 11, and where are they? I've lost myself. I've lost my direction. So these are the trade horses that are currently half underwater. So they don't seem to be moving, but we'll leave that up here for a little bit just to keep an eye on them and see if anything happens. Now, the other thing I have done is I have put in a road that goes straight up here across this section of land next to the mission, because it's near to the town, or one of our little villages at least. So we've got the market square, we've got houses being built, and I said last episode that I wanted to get our adult population up to 750. So I started to build this road, and I'm clearing all of the trees and everything up to about here. So on this whole section, I'm leaving this section trees for now, because I do like the barrier between the idea of having a new town over here and a bit of a barrier in between that and the mission. One thing I did not do is put in a stockpile, so if I have one, if we maybe put one down here, and we can prioritise that, just so that people don't have to be trailing all the way down here to put all the things away that they are cutting down. The reason I wanted to start a new town, apart from obviously increasing our population, is that last episode I found this Pick and Hen Tavern, which I really like the look of, but it didn't kind of fit in anywhere that we've been building already. But I have found, this is like a Tudor kind of style, and I have found some houses. So there's these row houses which are the same kind of style, and they are angled houses as well, so you could do a sort of a diagonal thing, which might be interesting. Were these row houses as well? Oh no, they're different ones. There was a village houses that look kind of similar as well. And what are these country houses? No, they were something different, but I thought these are cute as well. I might have to try and put those somewhere. We've got little side bits to them, and little like storage spaces and things which look quite cool. So it was these row houses, the angled residences, the small, and there's like tiny row houses. I think these are a little bit small maybe, but that's why I thought we'd clear out some of the items here so we can get an idea of how big the area is. But I think we might just start building. What I would like to do, the idea that this road is running from the one town to potentially another town over this side, is put the Pick and Hen Tavern sort of on this road, so that you can imagine sort of travellers walking through, travelling past, they'd stop in here and have a drink. So we've got the brewery as well. We have one for the other side. We've got the cellar. We've got some tables and a sign and a house as well, which I think is like a standalone thing. So I think if we have the tavern, we put this down, and I'm going to set it back off the road a little bit so that we've got room for putting the sign in and some tables and things like that. So that is our Pick and Hen Tavern. Excellent. Now, from this, I put it about halfway, yes. From this, I would like to add in, I think, a roadway. Where does this finish? Hang on. So here. So we've maybe got like a little square with shops and things, so it's all centred around the tavern. We will need a hospital and a school and things like that as well. We'll also need some storage. So there were some, here we go, there's a Tudor barn here. A tithe barn, oh yeah, that's the ginormous one. Oh, like so many menus and different things, goodness me. Oh, the village barn is quite nice. General warehouse. That's quite interesting. Nice tall building. Narrow goods warehouse. Village barn. Small barn. Oh my gosh, there's like so many little bits and pieces. So these are the tall ones. Do the houses match? Because it would be really interesting to have houses and warehouses all connected. So a small row house, angled residence, 2-storey. No, see, I think they're different. Those giant medieval houses, tiny row house, small row house. So they're the 2-storey ones that I like. The angled residence are quite cool as well, and the row houses are different looking than the Tudor. Village homes, village townhouse. Here we go. So my question is, the village townhouse, does that connect up with that warehouse thingy? Right, village home is a little smaller one, and then a small village home. I am going to put that there, even though I know I said about putting shops and things here, but I'm going to put that there, and that is village housing. Please help me remember that. Next was the barn, and it was this general warehouse, which we're going to put next to the townhouse. And then we have a narrow goods, which is tools, clothing, textiles, fuel, etc. And another one for food. So these don't have any windows on the side, so they literally go next to each other. Right, I'm going to put those in, and then we can see hopefully the house and the warehouse and everything will all connect, because they look like the sort of same size and, you know, look of the place. So we'll see what happens there, and I'm going to put this down here. I know it's getting full over here, I apologise, but I just need to do it to keep track. Right, let's check out our pasture. See, there's this nice fella here. Citizen, does he not have a name? Oh, Cedric. Cedric the herdsman is carefully tending the pasture with these the horses. The horses are still here. So the final effort to try and get rid of these horses is to actually turn this down to 0. If it's 0, it means that it should, because we've got 8 out of 0 horses, it means that the 8 remaining horses should just be sent off to trade or to slaughter for food, as it says there. So again, we'll leave that up there just to remind ourselves, and hopefully this number will go down to 0. It should be 0 of 0. But we'll see. Right, no wonder everything's taking so long. I'm on the lowest speed. Now, with our nice area of town here, what I would like to do is change the roads. As far as I'm aware, these are just the regular roads. Yes. So let's have a look at our road. We've got sandstone, key roads, red brick roads, moss roads, stone, country. Now, how are we doing with our stone and everything? Not too bad. While we're here, let's have a look in our town hall and see how many bricks we have. 244. I do fancy red brick roads. Let's do a little red brick road all the way around this square, and then we can see what that looks like, if it's worth the effort. Right, oh, our inn and garden is ready. That is not the... I was getting excited because I thought it was the Pig and Hen Tavern. But this is the inn and garden, which we can... we can have a person in it. It doesn't necessarily have to have a person. Oh, there's food. You're telling me you've got so much food that you've got nowhere to store it. Oh, 312 barbecue meals last season, 298 vegetable soup, very nice. So this inn and garden stores luxury stuff, and it means that people can come over here and collect it. So it's like a little pub. And I thought that looked quite cool. I do not like this road though, I have to say. And I think that was a stone road that we did. Maybe we just do the sandstone just to match it up with this sandstone. I wonder what happens if you just do sandstone over the top of it. I feel like that's not a good idea, that it's going to look even weirder. But we'll keep doing it. Right. Oh, we can fill all this in as well. We'll do that to make it look like there's something going on. A bit of a courtyard sort of situation. There we go. Lovely. Very nice. Fill everything in that we can. Okay, I mean it does look a bit weird where there's like grass underneath everything, but I kind of like that. Like it all fits in. Very nice. Now, I know I keep saying about putting something in here. Oh, what's happened with our water tower? Oh, we need somebody in it. That's interesting. So it's producing water. I didn't realise it would need somebody. That's alright. So our townhouse is done. Let's have a look at this. And it looks like they do match. The roof looks like it matches. That's quite cool. And look at all of this space. Goodness me. Well, there's people everywhere. Look like little ants. You all look like little ants from up here. So, houses. Let us continue this road to make sure everything's straight. And we will go to my house, my village housing, and the townhouse. And they do have different styles, which is quite... Or is it 2 different styles? Yeah, just 2. So we'll do a couple of different ones there. I've got the small one. Wonder how that would fit onto like the end of a bigger one. So it was like this almost. Maybe not. So our townhouse, we've got a couple of people living in there. That's great. Now we need, as I was saying, town services. A school and a church. If we had something that matched, obviously not the Nordic school, because that does not match at all. That's not too bad. We've got the college we've got already, and it looks a little bit out of place. Oh, that would be good if it was dark brown wood instead of the grey. Colonial school. It might have to be the this one. Maybe we'll do that around here. So we leave a little bit of space off the road. This way. Oh, there's a fire. That's never good. Oh, one of my little townhouses, my little colonial small house, not a townhouse. I've got townhouses on the brain. Right, we'll speed things up. They are quite away from water, and again, every time this happens, I say we need to put wells in. So, a well for putting out fires. We could put one here. We could probably do with one kind of over here somewhere. And also down here where all the sort of factory buildings are going on. And down here as well, even though they are close to the water. Here we go. Just adding a few around the place. I feel like the mission should have a well, maybe near the church. We've got a well down there because of the nomads. Maybe down here. Down here because we've got a corner free, even though it is close to the river. It is obviously of benefit having a well. Back here. Maybe down here behind the windmill and everything like that. And I guess we could have one here and also down here. Excellent. I know this is riveting content. There we go. Now, things are happening. So we want to rebuild that one little house. There was something with a question mark, which I flew over and have now forgotten where it was. So one of the buildings down here. Oh, yes. Small town blacksmith. Oh, did that burn down? When did that happen? Oh dear. So maybe a well here as well would be a good idea. Kind of makes sense next to this mine. My goodness, there's like, this has been, tunnel mine has been going on forever. Right, somebody's cold. Well, that's alright. Hopefully you'll get to where you need to be going soon. Somebody's without a house, which I think is the people whose house burnt down. So our standard pasture, although it is still empty, it looks like our horse amount is going down. Now, are they going down in the river? I think they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, little tiny baby, 6. Right, so hopefully this is working and it will get rid of our sort of half drowned horses. So back to the Pick, Hen and Tavern. This looks amazing. Look at all this space we've got now here. So our school is ready. And our Pick and Hen Tavern is ready. So we can have a person in here, and they are actually making ale, mulled mead, mulled wine. This is exciting. Ale, strong ale. What should we make? Ale out of pears. Let's try that. Now, I think to kind of be able to do all the other bits and pieces around the Pick and Hen Tavern that I'd like to do, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm going to clear some of these trees. Now, I don't mind building along this road, but like I said before, I want to leave a little bit of greenery in between. So we'll get rid of some of these trees, maybe up to the stockpile. So our houses. Oh, this looks quite cool. So this is one of the general warehouse. Then we've got these two for various items. And then we've got people in our houses. Excellent. I like how this divides up the space. Very interesting. So if we have another couple of houses, another couple of townhouses. Maybe that many, and then if we go back to the storage, and was it this one? Yes. So if we put that one, then the one with the gap in between there, and then narrow goods, narrow food. Now which one did I choose? Narrow goods. So I want the narrow food next to that one. Excellent. And we've got the barn, little barns and things. Okay, that's looking great. So now we have our school. So we need a what's the word? A hospital and a church. So again, is there a hospital building that kind of fits in? These herbalists are really cute. That fits in with the theme over here. Excuse me. Well, this fits with the school. There's like little shops. I think maybe this health centre, because it is a similar... Oh, it has got the same roof. So if we have the health centre next to the school. Right, where's my action plan? Here we go. So this is Leghorns. We need to make this into Leghorns, get it working, put the amount of people up, and then we empty the Leghorns into this one. And then we can switch this off, get rid of the extra person, and that means the disease just disappears and all the Leghorns will make their way over to here. Fantastic, it worked. So that is why we have an extra pasture. I am thrilled. Right, how's our stored fuel going? Fine. So I might turn this back to firewood so we can get rid of that. as well. Okay, so we can speed things up again. We have our health centre. The next thing is a place of worship. We've got the monastery, the abbey that we have already. These are cemeteries. Oh my goodness, that's fancy. Cemetery again. Small town chapel, that kind of fits in with the theme, I think. It all depends on how big we want to go. But this one, no, this one. Yeah, this fits in quite well with this theme we've got going on over here. Should it be bigger though? That's my question. Should we have a bigger chapel? Because we've got a space for a lot of houses. I would like if it told you how many people it would hold. Again, more riveting content. My apologies. This kind of really looks massive in comparison to those, but maybe that's a good thing. Because they've got quite a decent size. Is this the same? No, this is like a bigger version of that. Maybe they're like, we'll build a massive church. Our church is better than your church. I kind of like that idea. I'm going to plop it right there. Right, we can have somebody working in the health centre. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, I can just imagine that it's people are like, yeah, our church is going to be the best church. I'll do something interesting with the road. There we go. And then that also means we need a cemetery. So we will put that in. There's so many different cemeteries. I kind of always use the same one. Because I like the I do like the idea of having a fence around it. There we go, cemetery. And then the other thing is, what is the other thing? Any civic buildings? We could maybe have something else over this side. Immigration office. Is there anything that looks similar to what we've got going? Governor's office. Goodness me, that's gigantic. Do you have houses that would fit that style? I'm not sure that we do. Oh yeah, the White House, we could just put that down. I do like that little meeting house, although it looks a little bit out of place there. Yeah, I don't think any of these are going to be particularly what we're looking for. Village well, yeah. So we've got a school, we've got a place of worship, we've got the health and healing, medieval bathhouse. Ooh, that's quite interesting. I mean, it kind of fits a little bit. Yeah, kind of fits the theme. We could maybe have it over this side. There we go. Medieval archaeology even. I don't think we're ready for any of those at the moment. Library. Yes, we do have a library. Ceremonial ground, bell tower. I mean, I suppose there's nothing stopping us having another medieval library. But I think currently we are okay. So we've got the main things in. Our church is being built. We have got 546 peoples. Our food is pretty sort of standard, that around 125,000 mark. Our stored fuel is down. Our logs are okay. Tools and clothes and everything look okay. So maybe we need to increase our what's the word that I'm looking for? There's definitely a word I'm searching for. I've no idea. I've totally lost my train of thought. Oh, we need to increase our fuel sources. So that is something that we could do next episode, to keep an eye out on that. And I just want to have a look at our Pick and Hen Tavern extras that we had. So we've got these two pieces, which maybe fit on this side. Yeah, they kind of fit onto the side of the building. Let's put one there, see what happens. I think I'll put it on backwards, but that doesn't matter. We also have like a little cellar type arrangement. Which is quite interesting. Let's see what happens if we put a couple of those down. Then we have our decorative sign and our brewer's house. So maybe the brewer's house could go off the road here a little bit. I do feel like it should attach to something else. Can you see the way the roof kind of goes out on the left hand side? So what would happen if I put this there and then the house next to it like that? I wonder what that would look like. So we have the decorative sign and the tables, and they do go over the road, which is quite nice. So let's fill this in as much as we can. And we can put in the sign to say welcome. Maybe have a couple of them. And then we could put some tables outside. There we go. Fantastic. And our church has been built. Gosh, that looks super grand. Fabulous. Right, so I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Leave some comments down below if you've got anything to tell me. Like the video if you enjoyed it. It always makes me smile. And you can subscribe to see all my future things. And I will be back with Banished soon because, as I'm sure you know by now, I do love this game and this series. So thank you once again, and I will see you next time.